Hey there, and welcome. Today, we're going to go on a little adventure to totally conquer airport English. Seriously, by the end of this, you'll have all the key phrases you need to walk through your next trip feeling absolutely confident. Okay, let's get into it.
You know that feeling, right? You're so excited for your trip, but then there's that little knot in your stomach when you think about having to speak English at the airport. Trust me, you are not alone. But don't you worry, we are going to turn that nervousness into pure confidence one easy step at a time.
So, here's how I want you to think about this. Think of it like a quest or a video game. At every stage of the airport journey, from check-in all the way to immigration, we're going to collect a secret password. These are just simple, super powerful phrases that are going to unlock the next part of your journey and make everything go smoothly. No stress.
All right, our quest kicks off at the very first challenge, the check-in counter, and right after that, the security line. These are kind of like the first gates to your big adventure, and we're about to grab the keys to open them.
Okay, so let's walk through a typical check-in conversation. As you can see, the phrases are really short and to the point. You'll notice the key here isn't using big, complex sentences. Nope, it's all about being polite and clear. A simple, "I'd like to check in my luggage," or "window seat please," is literally all you need to get it done.
And boom, right there is our first magic password, "I'd like to." This is the perfect, polite, and incredibly useful way to say "I want." It works for checking in, for asking for a different seat, for pretty much anything. Seriously, this little phrase is your first key. Let's hang on to it.
Now, when you get to security, things change a little. Your main job here is actually to listen, not to talk. You're going to hear simple commands, just like these ones. Instead of trying to understand every single word, just listen for the key words. Jacket, shoes, pockets, laptop. You follow those simple instructions and you'll sail right through. No sweat.
Awesome. We're through the first hurdles. Now it's time for our second stop, getting comfortable on the airplane itself, and then facing the final boss of the airport journey, the immigration officer. But don't worry, we've got this.
So, you're on the plane. Now it's all about making your flight comfortable, right? When they come around with food, you might hear something like, "Chicken or beef?" A simple, "I'll have the chicken, please," is absolutely perfect. See? It's really easy to communicate what you need. And that right there leads us to our second magic password, "Could I have?" This is your go-to phrase anytime you want to ask for something. Could I have some water? Could I have a blanket? It's polite, it's direct, and it gets you exactly what you need. This is a seriously powerful tool to have on your quest.
Okay, here we go. The final challenge, immigration. I know this part can feel a little intimidating, but honestly, the questions are almost always the same. Things like, what is the purpose of your visit? Or how long will you stay? The secret here is to keep your answers short, simple, and honest. You don't need to tell your life story.
And just like that, in that simple little chat, we've found our last couple of passwords. To answer the officer, you just use the pattern, "I am here for tourism." Easy. And once you're through, to find your way around, you use, "Where is the baggage claim?" Simple, effective patterns. And just like that, you've collected all the keys for the main stages. So, you did it. You've made it through the whole airport. Now let's kind of zoom out and review all those secret passwords we picked up along the way. This is where we put it all together and basically forge the master keys to your entire travel kingdom.
Okay, here they are, your 5 master patterns. I'd like to, for when you want something politely. May I, when you need to ask for permission. Could I have, when you need to request an item. Where is, to find, well, anything. And I am here for, to state why you're visiting. If you can master just these 5, you can handle almost any situation at the airport.
And this is where you see the real magic of these patterns. Just take "could I have?" On the plane, you're asking for a blanket. But after you land, you could use the exact same phrase to ask for a city map at the hotel. The basic sentence is the exact same. You just swap out that last word. It's so flexible. And it's the exact same idea with "where is" inside the terminal. You're looking for gate A5. Once you're outside, it might be, "Where's the taxi stand?" The core question doesn't change at all. This is exactly why learning these core patterns is way, way better than trying to memorize 100 different sentences.
Okay, so you've got the master patterns down. You are almost ready to go. Now, to finish off your travel survival kit, let's cover 3 final, super simple tips that will never, ever let you down.
All right, this next one is your ultimate shortcut. It's for that moment when you get nervous and your mind just goes blank. It happens. Just say the one word for what you need, followed by "please." Water, please. Taxi, please.
It's your safety net. Simple, polite, and it just works.
And last but not least, just 2 final little reminders. If you don't understand what someone just said, a simple pardon or sorry works like a charm. They'll know to repeat it, probably a little slower. And please never forget your very first password, I'd like. It truly is your polite best friend for anything you need.
And that's it. You've done it. You've completed the quest. You've collected all the passwords, you get the patterns, and you've got your survival kit. The airport is no longer some big, scary challenge. It's just the starting line for your next adventure. So really, the only question left to ask is, with all this new confidence, where are you going to go next?